Welcome to Albufeira.
European winters can be harsh or depressing for some people, but there is a gateway. If you want to run away from the winter for a short time, Albufeira, Portugal is not very far. It's only a few hours flight from any part of the Europe. But what you see here is the sun. It's a Mediterranean sun, and today is 11th of November, and you can see the weather, how it looks like. It's over 25 degrees. In this series of videos, we are going to explore Albufeira. The first video, we will take a road train tour. This will take us around the new built area. And the following videos, we will explore more in the old town where the Moorish settlers were there one day. The nearest airport is Faro. From UK, we booked a flight through EasyJet Holidays and it costed £247 per person per week. Albufeira, the coastal town, is 45 kilometers from Faro, from the airport, and it has a population of around 40,000 people. That was 2011 census, and it covers about 54,000 square miles. It's a reasonably big area. Earlier settlers such as Romans, the Moors, the old developed the agriculture. When we drive back to the airport, we saw orchards after orchards. They were growing everything possible, whatever grows in this Mediterranean climate. Oranges are the main specialty in this area. What a wonderful train it is. Specially made for tourists. Especially in the summer, this area is flocked by tourists. Apparently, every summer 300,000 people visit this area.
Okay, our train. Hello. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
João.
John. I'm Akram. This is Adam.
Adam?
Yeah. Very nice train. Thank you. We'll see you. We have a passenger on board. Go to choo.
These are modern residential and hotel buildings, and the identity of this place is this whitewashed walls. Almost every house has this whitewash wall. This is especially if you look at the climate here during the summer, it can go up to 30 to 40, 45 degrees. The houses are built in such a way that the outside heat will not get inside the house, and you could see the windows even are small, or they're always covered as well, so they don't want the outside sun to go inside. This is a very similar structure I've seen in the Middle East as well. They have very similar buildings. It's unclear when the first settlements especially formed in the region of Albufeira, although scientific research suggests origins during the prehistoric epoch. And the town of Albufeira formed as an outport of maritime fishery. The primitive settlements was occupied by the Romans, named it Baltum, introducing a centralized administrative structure and developing intense agriculture activities along with commerce. The Romans constructed aqueducts, roads, bridges, of which parts still remain. The name originated from the Arabic word of Albufeira for lagoon, in reference to the lagoon that formed in the lowlands. The Moors constructed strong defensive structures, making the area almost impregnable. allowing this area to remain in the hands of their forces longer than other possessions in Portugal. The development of agriculture during the period was notable. With the introduction of new techniques and plant species, the Moors used the plough and fertilizers, as well as winches for lifting the water from the wells, introducing the irrigation of fields, constructing dams, and transforming uncultivated areas into gardens and orchards. During the Middle Ages, the Christians' conquest of the region began at the end of 12th century when Alfonso III of Portugal occupied the throne. Most of the Algarve had already fallen into the hands of Christians. Templar and Hospitaller Knights, military and religious orders that supported the Reconquista, assaulted many of the lands occupied by the Arabs but were never successful in taking Albufeira. It was following the capture of Faro that a siege of Albufeira became unsupportable. Encircled by enemy forces on all sides, it fell in 1249 to the forces of Alfonso III, who donated the land to the Order of Avis in 1250. The Moors were persecuted terribly by the victorious army, which chased the remaining forces into cavern known today as Cova de Zornio, situated near the southern limits of the old city. The town became part of the Kingdom of Portugal and Algarves. During 18th and 19th centuries, Albufeira was one of the towns of the Algarve most affected by natural calamities, but it was the 1755 Lisbon earthquake which caused the worst damage. The sea invaded the town with 10 meters of waves, destroying almost all the buildings along the coast. The town proper, only 27 residential buildings survived the natural disaster, but states of ruin. The parochial church and old mosque adopted by Christians, where many of the residents sought refuge during the cataclysm, collapsed, causing 227 deaths. Even following these events, the Algarve continued to experience aftershocks until 20 August of the following year, which hindered the reconstruction under the Bishop D. Francisco Gomez de Avila. During the 20th century, in the first decades of 20th century, the export of fish and nuts represented the largest contribution to local economy of the municipality. The town itself had 5 factories employing 700 to 800 people, mostly wives of fishermen working in local production. Yet between 1930 and 1960, there was a considerable decline in fortunes, resulting in the closing of many of these factories, the reduction in fishing boats along the coast, and abandonment of many of the homes. The population was reduced by half, and the fishing industry became a subsistence activity, supporting local consumption only. The town started to become a hub for tourism in the 1960s and has grown to accommodate this since, growing out into surrounding hills to accommodate thousands of the 5 million tourists who visit the Algarve region each year. The tourist areas are divided into 2 main areas: Areas de São João, known colloquially as the Strip, and the Old Town. The Strip's main street is Avenida Francisco Sá Carneiro, which is full of bars, restaurants, and open-air discotheques. The architecture of the region is an eclectic mix of typical Portuguese Algarvian pale white and the tiled residential homes along narrow streets intermixed with modern tourist developments. This can be seen in the design of many buildings in the area. In addition, the municipality is dotted with rich historical and architectural landmarks. Now the main religion is Christianity. Though Albufeira welcomes a wide range of visitors, it is still primarily a family holiday destination with facilities and activities that are perfectly suited for children of all ages. There are safe beaches for young children, family-focused resort hotels, and theme and water parks to entertain difficult to please teenagers. When to visit? Albufeira has hot and dry summers, with the peak season aligning the school holidays July to August. The high season extends from June until the end of September. Outside of this period, Albufeira is much calmer. The weather is suitable for spending time on the beaches from May until mid-October, but the seas are surprisingly cold, only reaching 20 degrees C at the height of the summer. Late spring and early autumn are the best times of the year to visit southern Portugal, as days are bright and sunny, but without the intense summer heat of tourist masses. The winter months are mild but are unpredictable, with an equal number of sunny days and grey days.
Hi, welcome to Albufeira. We are in Portugal, and today is 11th November. This is winter in Europe, but you could see what kind of weather we have in Albufeira. Albufeira comes from the original name Albufeira, that's an Arabic name, it means lagoon. In Portuguese, it still stays same. Albufeira means the lagoon, but we are in front of the vast ocean, and this what you see here in the winter sun.